impact of the coronavirus pandemic continues to grow. Good evening, I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Hegy. Today, Governor Raimondo said large gatherings with hundreds of people cannot happen this summer. And tonight, we're still waiting to hear what this means for Bristol's annual 4th of July parade. But we do know many events have been canceled, like the Washington County Fair and both the Newport Folk and Jazz Festivals, which have grown to be summer staples. Tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Caroline Goggin joins us from Newport with more on how its tourism industry is faring right now.
This is where those two popular music festivals were set to take place this summer here at Fort Adams State Park. But as you can see behind me, the park is closed right now because of the coronavirus, and those festivals are canceled. In his regular conversations with residents of Newport, Evan Smith says they liken the economic impacts of COVID-19 to when the Navy left the city about 50 years ago.
These are some really sad days. It breaks my heart to see the city be a ghost town.
The president and CEO of Discover Newport calls this a surreal moment in his 30-year career. Smith says tourism in the city is worth about $800 million a year.
We are currently losing hundreds of millions of dollars.
Much of that money is lost when events are canceled, like the Newport Folk and Jazz Festivals that were called off Wednesday. As organizers broke the news, Governor Raimondo announced all events with crowds of more than 50 people will not be allowed to take place this summer.
I'm going to have to take a really hard look at all of the tourism industry and figure out what we can do to help. And I would ask every Rhode Islander to help in any way that you can. If you can make a donation, almost every one of these festivals has a foundation.
In Newport, Smith says many more events have been canceled. It started with the St. Patrick's Day Parade in March, the flower show at the Newport Mansions, the U.S. Men's Senior Golf Tournament in June, and they're waiting to hear about the tennis tournament in July.
Each one has gone through that very painful odyssey of thinking maybe I could do it. People are focused on fundraising and how they can, I can't think of a better word than survive, frankly.
Smith says the people of Newport remain focused on rebuilding the tourism industry next year. Until then, he says there will be summer in Newport. It will just be a different type of visitor experience.
We're not there yet, but there will come a day when we are.
According to a study done in 2018 on the economic impacts of the Newport Folk and Jazz Festivals, they generated about $58 million in revenue that year for the state of Rhode Island. That's money that won't be generated this year. Reporting in Newport, I'm Caroline Goggin, Eyewitness News.